All right, it's time for another little chit chat about monk life and being a novice monk, novice speaker monk. I don't know what you want to call that. Just a beginner and practitioner of the Dharma, and increasing my strength in meditation. So yesterday was a very fascinating day, full of a lot of little intricate pieces of wisdom that I kind of put together to understand what I'm trying to understand. And yesterday was the first day I have ever in my life meditated for a solid 2 hours. I never did that before. It is something very, very new to me, and it was something very baffling at the same time. I sat for meditation yesterday, and after in the evening time, and I don't, to be honest with you, I don't even remember. I don't even know how I got to 2 hours. I thought that it was only about maybe 1 hour. I thought that maybe I'd been sitting there for about 1 hour, and I started feeling the normal tinglings and pains in my leg, and the whole thing that meditation practitioners go through. And before I knew it, when I was finished, I looked at the clock, and it was later than I supposed, and it kind of took me off guard because I didn't know what really happened. I Even right now, I just don't understand how I sat there for 2 hours. I thought it was only at least an hour, maybe 45 minutes, but I don't know where the time had went. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I think that maybe a lot of meditators, even myself, it's really easy to be caught up in, wow, I did this for such a long time, and to be surprised. It's surprising, and it's pretty awesome. But don't get caught up in the length of time that you sit and meditate. I think that sitting lengths in meditation without gaining wisdom, you're just sitting down. You're just sitting down. That's it. You're not really gaining wisdom. The whole point of meditation, for me, as I understand it, is to gain insight and deeper understanding, and to become the teacher or the guru that you've been looking for that wasn't apparent. So you need to open up so you can understand things about yourself and unlock some of these things about yourself, which I have through that meditation session. And what I did learn is try not to focus, like I said, try not to focus on the length of time, but focus on more what you did before that got you there. Try to focus on things like what was going on throughout the day that led you to be able to sit there for such a long period of time, and the thought process that we were thinking about while going through these through this meditation process. And if it is successful, maybe you can recreate that same feeling next time that you meditate. So when you do meditate, try to be mindful of your mind states and where you are, so you can have a more effective, insightful, and more thoughtful, more thoughtless, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, you gotta excuse me. I'm not really good with all the terminologies here, so I have to be able to speak about things that a way that's befitting for myself. So maybe I'm using the wrong terminology, but you just sit down and try to be mindful of the thought process that's going in your mind, and try not to desire or want. It was funny though, because for the last couple days, maybe a week or so, I was like, yo man, I want to meditate for 2 hours. I want to meditate for 2 hours. I want to meditate for 2 hours. I don't know. I had this thing for number 2 hours. And Swaddy Kap. And And every time I try to sit for meditation, I can only go for about maybe an hour, maybe a little over an hour, a little small bit over an hour, 5 minutes, maybe 50 minutes, maybe an hour. And for the past, I don't know, about 2 weeks, I couldn't go past an hour or so. And at this time, I had no intention to go for 2 hours. I just had the intention to sit down and try to make samadhi meditation, and I maxed out, and I went past the 2 hour mark, and I don't know how that happened, but that was really cool. But I guess what I've learned is to reduce the wanting and craving, and just let the meditation do what it's supposed to do without trying to push, or without trying to anticipate, or without trying to grab for something. Just let meditation do what it's supposed to do, and let it come into your life and shine from the inside of you to the outside. And I guess that's all I really wanted to say today, is just be mindful of the tricks that your mind plays on you. You know, you can't really trust your thoughts. You know, your thoughts, I don't know, I kind of feel that your thoughts are independent of you. You know, you're always thinking. Even when I'm talking, I'm thinking and seeing and thinking all types of different things. When you sleep, you're thinking. You're thinking so much it causes you to dream. And your thoughts are pretty much independent of you. I don't tell my brain, okay, think now, okay, don't think now. It does it on its own. And if you don't watch or get a handle on how your mind, or how your thoughts are kind of playing tricks on you, then it's gonna prevent you from being able to preserve or lengthen your meditation and your samadhi. So I just remember through my meditation is just to just focus on my breathing, and every time my mind starts to wander off into bigger and more complex thinking, I bring it right back and think about my breathing, and I think about the rising and falling of my stomach as I breathe, and just take breaths, and not to panic, and not to get in a state of shock and awe, and not to cling to anything that I see in my mind while I'm meditation, or anything that I hear. You have to let it go. There's gonna be a plenty things you're gonna be hearing: people screaming, kids playing, and bangs and noises all the time, especially when you're meditating. But just don't grab onto it. When you hear something while you're meditating, just remember it's just sound. Don't go out and grab for the sound. What's up, Shubsy? Shubsy, man, I'm gonna hurt you, man. Where you at, dude? Yo, Shubs, man, I hit that 2 hour mark. Yes, sir. I hit the 2 hour mark. I don't know how I did it. I'll explain it to you later. I'm gonna call you in a bit. So, yes, don't go out and grab for nothing when you're out there meditating. Sounds, just think of it as what it is. It's a sound. Don't go out and bother the sound by trying to go out and listen to it and hear it, because if you're hearing it, you're grabbing after it and you're internalizing it. Just let it be. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't hurt you. So, that is one thing. Oh, the pain in my legs, man. Oh, so I think that the more that you kind of sit in meditation, the pain kind of subsides, and the pain goes away. The longer and longer that you kind of stay. I don't know what happened yesterday, but that was a trip. So the pain and tingling that I felt in my knee, it kind of went in and out. It just kind of went in and out. And then after a while, it just kind of went numb. Obviously, that's what your body does. It kind of, when you don't react, it just goes numb. And that's also another boost inside your meditation. And it's going to let you be able to sit longer, is being able to understand that all these little tinglings, pins and needles, they'll subside. And from also, excuse me, from also what I understand is you have to observe. I think they are. I think it was 6 points of the body is where you will feel these intenseness of tingles. I guess it's your head, your back, your hands, your knees, and or your legs, and I think it was the feet. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. It was written down somewhere, but so yeah, that's the. I'm gonna try to recreate that. Recreate the same, not the same, but recreate the moments of meditation today, and see if I can keep going and create a longer lasting, more insightful meditation. And that's all I wanted to say, everybody. So peace, blessings, love, and light. And if I've said anything that is against the